Today I wish to reiterate my announcement to retire from office. I might still have the necessary zeal and fervor to continue serving my people and country, but the truth is that at my age I've lost most of my energy. I'm not as energetic as I used to be a few years ago. Not only does the job of Prime Minister require sensory perception, but rapid reaction and physical strength are also a necessity for the incumbent in that office. In this connection, I wish to, with all humility, announce that I effectively retire as Prime Minister with effect from the end of July this year.
And we continue this with SABC foreign editor Sophie Mokoena, who joins me now in the studio. Let's start with the latest developments in Lesotho. So Mr. Thabane has announced that he will resign in July. But does that effectively mean that he will be a prime minister who would have been charged with a serious crime?
If he doesn't leave office tomorrow, indeed, it will be a prime minister who's facing charges. But we are told by reliable sources that he came to South Africa to try and seek political asylum, but also to engage President Ramaphosa on what's happening in his country. And that's where he made an announcement that he will be leaving office. But the problem is people are saying he must leave now. People within his own party, a faction is saying he must leave now, and some opposition parties are saying he must leave now. And tomorrow, when he appears before the magistrate facing those charges, it's going to be a serious problem for his party in terms of now having a prime minister who's facing charges of murder and attempted murder. And therefore, many feel that he must definitely leave office as soon as possible. But we'll see tomorrow what's going to happen. Parliament is also expected to resume tomorrow, but now everybody is focusing on his appearance in court tomorrow.
And speaking of which, his wife, Maesaiah, the people who are lobbying to have her bail revoked, why is that?
Well, the witnesses are saying, in fact, we spoke to Thato Sebola, who is also a witness in this matter. In fact, she was with Lipolelo when Lipolelo was assassinated. She was also shot at, and she's got bullet wounds in her body. And she told us that she feels that her life will be in danger if the Prime Minister's wife is out on bail, because the people who did what they did, who are still on the run, are living in South Africa and in Lesotho, and therefore her life is in danger. That is why she wants this bail to be revoked, and the woman should go back to police cells until the matter is concluded.
Let's move on to matters about South Sudan. We saw former Human Rights Chair Yasmin Suka, who is now the chair for South Sudan, releasing a report on abuses committed there. What exactly does it find?
Well, it's a very, very damning report. Human rights violations. Women are being raped, children are being raped, and also people are being killed, and people are still trying to find shelter. They are running away from areas where there's still conflict, and we are told that it looks like the soldiers on both sides are still engaged in fighting. But today we got a message that both Salva Kiir and Riek Machar have agreed to form a government of national unity tomorrow. But of course, we'll believe when that happens tomorrow. We cannot really say it is going to happen, because on many occasions they have agreed that they'll form a government of national unity, and all of a sudden you get reasons. We were told today by the Commissioner Yasmin Suka that they have names of people who must be charged, people who must appear before the hybrid court that is supposed to be established in South Sudan to deal with these atrocities. There is even a suggestion that these people must be taken to The Hague, and for the reasons that there must be accountability, because many people have lost their lives, and also children and women in particular are suffering in that country. And it looks like the two leaders themselves have kind of had all the privileges to them, issues of security, and using the oil revenue to enrich themselves. rather than helping the ordinary citizens in South Sudan.
All right, thank you very much. Sophie Mokoena, SABC foreign editor, on developments in several parts of the country, South Sudan. As you heard her say, that there is a coalition government, at least an announcement of, between the warring factions there, that they have committed to keep to the deadline of forming that is on the 22nd of February. So, more details coming up on other developments in and around our world. Let's start with your weather now.